Everybody good?
I am.
Vaughn, come tell us that. Come tell me that. Yeah, just tell me that one thing you told me about the parents. Since he sang that good father song and all that, Vaughn come up with this. I thought it was too good. I could tell it, take credit for it, but I don't want to steal his thunder.
Just a story that I heard on the radio one morning.
You gotta get up here close so I can hear
Going to
you.
work one morning, this guy come on, he said, it's just amazing facts. He said, some morning, your parents will pick you up, hug you, set you down, never pick you up again. It's a pretty amazing thought that could happen. It happens to all of us. Except your Heavenly Father will always going to pick you up. He didn't add that out. So, that's what
I never thought about that before, that there is a day where your parents pick you up and put you back down for the last time. I would say most of us anyway. Everybody good?
Great.
All right, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, I'm kind of a mess tonight, so it's going to be real good or flop. Either way, I'm not responsible. All right. But I just gotta take a moment anyway, just to say that, you know, all year long we've been diving deep into this thing. We've been, just hungry and learning for, diving into understanding the kingdom of God. We've just been talking kingdom, and learning what that means for us, and that we're a part of this kingdom, and we live in it, and it's a part of it. And we just been going after it, like so hungry for it and just want more. You guys, we just want more, and we hunger for it, and we want to learn more, and we excited about it and get in. And so once in a while I think we get so wrapped up in going after the things of God and to know about God that if you're not careful, you look up and get busy and you've not been going at it with God. I'm not saying in an evil way or in a wrong way or any of that. I'm just saying to take Him along together is a lot better and more personal, and just life with God is what it's all about. And so life with God is just good. And so I would have to say, I'll get to it. I would have to say that the greatest thing that I ever learned, besides just being a believer, getting born again, besides that, I'd say the greatest thing I ever learned, you guys have heard me say this a million times, but 1,000,001 won't hurt you, that, the difference in the Old Covenant and the New Covenant. When I learned today, I was reading Romans 8, and the very first verse of Romans 8, therefore. First word is therefore. So I thought, you don't start out saying something with therefore. Right? That's not how you start out a conversation. So why is the therefore? Pastor Prince said if it says therefore, find out why the therefore is therefore. So why is it therefore? He said, therefore there is now no condemnation to those that are in Christ Jesus. And so I think, well, why is there a therefore there? Because of what he taught in Romans 7. In Romans 7, Paul talked about, we've used this to condemn people and all this. He talked about if a woman leaves her husband and goes and marries another husband while he's still alive and she's an adulteress and all that, he's not even talking about marriage. He's talking about understanding covenants. He's meaning you can't be a part of two covenants at once if you're an adulteress. What does he mean by that? You can't be under the covenant of law and also under the covenant of grace. It won't work that way. He's saying, if you're going to, this religious stuff that I'll speak for myself, grew up in was, okay, I got saved by grace. Thank God for Jesus, but now it's up to me. Here's your list. And you better get it right and get it right this time, or, you're in trouble, or, the preacher get up and shame you on Sunday and play a sad song, and you run to the front and get right with God, right? Well, we had service 3 nights a week. I had...
Church keep you safe.
Yeah, what? Do what?
Took a lot of church to keep you
That's
safe.
right. Now, but then the greatest thing that I ever found out is I'm no longer under the covenant of law. I'm no longer in a mixture of the two. I'm completely under the covenant of grace. Fact is, unless you were born a Jew, you were never even offered the covenant of law. Unless you were born a Jew, it's breaking the law for you to even read the law.
Right.
Oh, well, we don't want, oh, okay. I'm just saying, we're no longer under the law. The covenant of grace is better than the covenant of law, and you can't mix the two. If you mix the two, Jesus said it's like pouring new wine into old wineskins. The old wineskins can't handle it because they're brittle, and this new wine's alive, and the wineskin will break, and you'll lose both. That's what he's talking about. You can't mix covenants. You can't mix covenants. Therefore, since you're no longer under the covenant that declared you guilty from every side and every angle, therefore, for those that are in Christ now, you're under a new covenant, and there is therefore now no condemnation for you, because you're no longer under the system that declared you guilty. Now, without a guilty conscience, I'm getting you somewhere, without a guilty conscience, without sin on your conscience, without being a failure on your conscience, now you can have a healthy life with God, relationship with God, that you can relate with God with that kind of perspective, not, oh boy. Love. It's love. I mean, how can it be love any other way? Any other way is not love. Love based on conditions is not love. Love can't be stopped. Can't be. I could just spend weeks in the whole thing of Romans 8, but I really was just going to get to this right here about being, because I was thinking about His presence. And I just saw this right here for part of it to get this prelude into it. All right, I saw this in 8. Oh, let's start up in 35. It says this: who will separate us from the love of God? Will tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? 37 says, but in all these things we overwhelmingly conquer through Him who loved us. For I am convinced that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor any other created thing will be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. I would say God is love, right? So I'm talking about His presence. We could put His presence. Nothing can separate us from His presence. You with me?
Yes.
Now I like the therefore there's no condemnation, because now I saw this today. This is for somebody. This is for somebody, and then I'm going to get on with it right here. Look at this list. For I am convinced that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor things present, nor things to come. Now I noticed something about this today. You know what's not in the list? The past. You know why I don't mention it? Because to Him it's gone. It's already been paid for. I also think it's not on the list because if we fail to realize it, then we can let that separate us. We can let the failure and the disappointment and the guilt and the shame and the condemnation of things of the past. We're not actually separated, but if we can see and perceive that we're separated, we'll live that way. We're never separated. Can't be separated. But it doesn't benefit us if we don't know it. We're talking about a consciousness of knowing it. I'm just going to help you tonight. I'm going to try to show you something and teach you a little bit of something that you're probably not going to learn most places, because religion needs you. Religion needs you. And they want to be the source, and they want you to continue to need them to be. I don't really want to be your source. I think if a preacher's really preaching the gospel, he ought to be working himself out of a job. Now there's always more people, so he's always got a job, but I'm saying that if this is your source on Thursday night, if you got to hear Jeff beat on that piano before you can find the presence of God, you're in trouble. I don't want you to have to wait to get here. I don't want you to have to wait to get to me. I don't want you to have to wait to get in this group. Or I want you to be able to know that you can get in His presence. And there's a way, I can't find the right word to say this, so I'm just going to use this word. To cultivate. To relate His presence. Because I'm telling you, when you're always in His presence, but to be conscious of it, and to be able to cultivate that, to be conscious of it, to where you're conscious of always being in His presence, I'm telling you, there's nothing better. There's nothing better. I'm telling you, it's life-changing. There's nothing better than life with God. There's nothing better than going through life. I don't care what you do, where you're at, what you're in the middle of. To be conscious of God Himself, to be walking beside you and in you and around you and going before you and behind you, knowing that He's for you, knowing that He's in love with you. I'm telling you, that's why I said nothing, neither death nor life, none of it matters when you have that perspective. So I just want to share with you. There's a guy that I've watched hours and hours and hours, and he doesn't even know that I know him. But this guy is the closest that I know to actually walking through life with God, as close as any human being I know in present time, walking through life as Jesus did. As close as I've seen, anyway. So I just love to listen to this guy talk about his relationship with God. It changes me and changes my relationship with God by listening to him talk about his experiences with God, all right? And so it's my hope, maybe a little bit, that will happen tonight, as I want to share with you, so hopefully you can take what I've learned and implement it into your own life and live life with God. So I was saying, this is so good, and I'm just going to be honest with you, all right? I'm just going to be wide open tonight, honest with you about it. So this morning, because if you had to get up here, okay, let's see, I'm going to pick somebody next week. You're going to have to speak next Thursday night, all right? Let me see, I'm going to pick somebody. He doesn't count. I'm going to pick somebody. Let's see. Somebody speak next Thursday night. See what you feel right now? Uh-oh. A lump in you, right? So I'm thinking, now I've got that in the back of my, am I telling it right, Brother Jim? I've got this in the back of my mind. I've got to speak next Thursday. You all are expecting me to come up with something next Thursday night. I know it's God that does it, but just bear with me. I'm saying, so you kind of always got that in the back of your mind. You're always looking for something. You're always, is this it, or is that it, or what am I going to do next? And because I'm a fly-by-night, I'm a wing-it guy. I see these guys that have all these series, and they've got their preaching lined up for a year in advance, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's just the way I go. I don't know. I wish I was better about that. And so I'm thinking, this morning. Now, God's been doing some big stuff, and He's been pouring some stuff on us, and it's been good. I mean, it's been really good. I'm not saying because it's me. I'm just saying He's been showing us some life-changing stuff, and it's been powerful, and I love it. And so what happens is now the level of expectation that you all have keep getting higher, and now you're going to expect something when you get here, right? So I'm saying that pressure could get to you if you let it. And so I'm saying this morning I get up real early and I'm sitting there in the dark and getting ready for work and this and that, and I'm thinking, Lord, it is Thursday. I would think it'd be polite if you give it to me a couple days in advance where I could at least chew on it for a while, And so I'm thinking, well, I don't know, I'm just drawing a blank, and then so finally I'm just letting you in on it, all right? Just letting you in on it. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to spend the day, I'm not going to waste the day worrying about that. I'm not going to worry about it. Here's what I said. I said, don't take this wrong. Don't take this wrong. It's going to sound wrong, but I don't mean it how it's going to sound. But I just said, you know what? I don't care about that. I want to spend the day with you. Not because I have to come up with something on Thursday night. I want to spend the day with you because of you. And now, here's what I'm going to tell you. You have to be careful what you say to somebody that's in love. Because when I told him that, he jumped on me. I don't want to spend the day with you because I need you for this or need you for that. I want to spend the day with you. I want to be conscious of your presence in my all day today. We'll worry about tomorrow, but all day today, I want to be conscious of your presence. I don't want to take one step. I don't want to say one word without your presence consciously on me and around me, and only because of who you are. Not because if you never bless me one more time, if you never bless me one more time, I still want life with you. I still want every day with you. And now I'm telling you, he swelled up on me. Swelled up in me. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, he's in love. You have to watch what you say to someone who's in love. Because somebody's in love, they want to be in your presence. Not that he is not always. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying there's a place that we can cultivate that and live life in that and walk every day in that to where we can have a conscious walk every single day to where we know that is God Almighty, is in me, is around me, is on me, is before me, is behind me. I'm telling you, now then. Now then. And it just got worse all day long. He knows. He made a way. He's so good. He's so smart. He made a way. I worked all by myself today. It was a good thing. I'm telling you, got on me. I had a good day. And it ain't because I'm somebody that you're not. I'm telling you this because when I learned that there's no more condemnation and there's no more guilt, and that my past is not even on his radar. That I no longer have to carry shame. I no longer have to have the not good enough attitude, or he just has mercy on me, I guess. That's gone. That's gone. You don't have to go in there guilty and I'm telling you that's parallel, because you'll avoid his presence if you think you still owe him. Anybody ever had a debt they couldn't pay? Anybody ever owed somebody a big chunk of money and you didn't have it? You avoided them, didn't you? It's the way I lived most of my life until I found out what grace really is and what the new covenant really is. I needed God. I appreciated him. But I thought in my mind I owed him something I couldn't pay, so I said, I need him and he's right over there. My name's on the roll, but you know, it keeps you from having closeness. It keeps you from having intimacy. It keeps you from father, son, run and jump up on his lap. You with me? I'm just telling you this. You can get this in your own life every day, every morning, whenever your time is. However, I don't know. Everybody's different. For you, it might be music. for you, it might be quiet time. That might be sitting in the deer stand or driving in your truck or going to work or what. I said, I've started working this year, drive 30 minutes to work every day. Whew. I know people dread driving to work. I don't. Man, I run to the car. I'm thinking about moving 10 miles further away from work. I'm telling you, life with God is good. And if there's something that keeps us from that kind of closeness and wanting that, then we've got a wrong belief somewhere and we need to get rid of it. Because He's not thinking that way. He's in love with you. And if you just say His name, He falls all over Himself. I dare you. I dare you just say His name. I'm telling you, He's better than we think He is. Bill Johnson said, if God's better than we think He is, then we need to change the way we think. Am I good?
Yeah.
You just start thinking about it. I got to think about just how much He's blessed me. He got on me there, and I'm telling you, in that place is when He starts showing you stuff. He'll start teaching you stuff. He'll start giving you stuff. He'll start, things will be, you'll just know something all of a sudden, or you get this idea, or He shows you that, or this word comes alive in some way, or He gives you an answer to something for somebody else even, or, who wouldn't want to live in that place? I'm telling you, in that place, in before long, you just, you get to think about, golly, I'm so blessed, and then I'm blessed, He's blessed me with this, blessed me with that, and then I'm like, and then the place here, I get to the place where, you know what, you've blessed me so much, if you never bless me again, if you never bless me one more time from this day forward, I'm still here. But just because of who you are. Right? And in that place, watch this, the blessings just flow even harder.
Right.
I don't know what I'm trying to tell you now. You guys can go sing something, but I'm just telling you. Go hunt for His presence. Again, not that you don't have it all the time, but you can have a consciousness of it. You can have a tangible. You can know it. You can feel it sometimes so much, but when He jumps on you, I'm telling you, it's good. I wish I could just live there constantly. Maybe I can someday. I'm growing there. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe our flesh couldn't even stand it. But I want some of it. I would say, give me all I can stand, a quarter turn more. I'm just telling you, I don't know what ails you. I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what you up against or what your back's against the wall. I don't know what. Everybody in here has something to deal with. Some big, some small. You're not alive if you don't have something. But I'm going to tell you, if you can learn to get in that spot, something becomes nothing. Neither death, nor life, nor powers, principality. Earlier on that chapter said this, the same Spirit that rose Jesus from the grave dwells inside of you. The same Spirit, the same one that walked the streets opening blind eyes, the same Spirit that did all that, cleansed lepers, raised the dead, calmed storms, fed 5,000, miracle, 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 the same one inside of you. We don't have a power problem. We have a consciousness problem. I just say this, find your way. Everybody's way might be different. Find your way to get in that spot. And the more you get in that spot, the easier it becomes. The longer it stays, just keep going after that spot. I'm going to tell you, you get in that spot, you look up, find yourself healed. You get in that spot, you'll all of a sudden find out that there's enemies that you had that are no longer there. And the ones that are still there, you don't even care no more. Is that good?
Great.
All right, I'm just saying, it's good. If all of us learn that, and then we all come together in one place. I'm telling you, it's good. It's good. I'm just saying, life is gone. Anybody want some of it? Anybody want some more of it? All right. I'm not going to keep on keeping. I'm just saying. Find your way into that spot. You have a relationship with Him. Everything that was hindering you or standing between you has been put on Jesus. Now there's nothing hindering you having that relationship. He's not looking at you as a sinner. He's not rolling his eyes at you thinking, my goodness, will they ever... No. He's head over heels in love. He's waiting on you to call His name. I'm telling you this morning, he about fell all over himself and me too. When I just said, look, I just want you. Not even because I got to speak tonight or none of that other. I just want you. I mean, look out. He wrecked my day. Love you.
Love you too.
He loves you. Go find your spot, all right?